Hello everyone, welcome to Voxcel. In this video, we're gonna discuss section 1 of test 4, which is taken from IELTS GT book number 20. We have already discussed previous 3 tests, test 1, test 2 and test 3. If you haven't watched those videos, you should, but after watching this one. For this video, I need your undivided attention. So without further ado, let's begin. So if you have watched my previous videos, you should know how we begin. Yes, by reading the title of the passage. What's the benefit of this, you might ask? So the benefit is that after reading the title of the passage, we get an idea like what kind of information might be there. Okay, maybe the information is a completely different from what we have thought, or it is only somewhat the same but not entirely the same, but you will get an idea, like your brain will activate that particular vocabulary in your mind. You will not feel bored after reading that particular information. So let's read the title first. The best bags for taking things to the sports center or gym. So from the title, it's quite clear that this paragraph will be about gym bags. You can simply say like the bags you carry to the sports center or the gym, and what are the best bags in the market. So we will be given few options, and like some bags will be expensive. Maybe information is something like that. These bags are like some will one of them will be the cheapest. Okay, one of them will be the like most expensive, the best, you can say, the biggest capacity, or the medium capacity bags, or the bags with some free stuff coming along with it, or maybe with the most zips, or the most practical bag, maybe waterproof bags. Some of them will be, so such kind of information can be there in the paragraph. Now what we're gonna do, we're not gonna read the paragraph just yet. We're gonna go straight to the questions, look at what kind of questions we are dealing with, and then make a strategy, and then we will start reading the paragraph. So on the right hand side, you can see here we have questions 1 to 7. So if you are preparing for GT, let's look at the left hand side. You will see section 1, questions 1 to 14. But for this particular text, we have questions from 1 to 7. So if you are preparing for GT, so you should know that your first two sections are usually divided into two paragraphs. Okay, sometimes three, but now most of the times you will find the section 1 divided into two paragraphs, and section 2 also divided into two texts. So for the first text, we have questions 1 to 7. So let's look at the instruction words. Look at the 6 reviews of gym bags A to F. So from this particular information, we know that we have 6 paragraphs like A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah, we have 6 paragraphs. So basically 6 bags we have been given about. For which gym bag are the following statements true? So this is about your information. Paragraph contains information type question. So we have to find the correct letter. We have to write the correct letter in front of the question. So NB, you may use any letter more than one. So this is very, very important information to note down. So if this information is given, what does may mean? May mean possibly. Okay, so may means possibly, but when this information is given, you can be 99.99% sure that one question will repeat itself. Okay, one paragraph will have at least two options. So if you look at the number of questions, how many questions are there? 7. And how many paragraphs are there? 6. So obviously, if you use some common sense, you will know that, or you will get to know that one information or one paragraph will have at least two answers. Clear? Maybe more than that can also be the case, but we know that at least one should have two answers in it. Maybe it can be the case like two paragraphs have two answers in them, and one paragraph don't have one paragraph doesn't have any answer. It can also be the case. So we will come to know when we will start reading the paragraph. So this type of questions, students usually find it difficult because they are not in order. So it doesn't mean your one question will be in A paragraph, two will be in B. No, your in a paragraph you may have like first question as your answer, or fifth question, or seventh question, or maybe none. So it can be any of these options. So what you can do is you can read the a paragraph, then read all the questions, because you have to read the questions again and again. So for this particular video, what we will do is we will read all the questions. I will make sure that you understand every question, and then we will read the a paragraph. And for every, after reading every paragraph, I will give you around 10 seconds or so to tell me the answer. If you need more than that, you can pause the video, and when you are ready with your answer, you can continue. So let's read the questions together now. Owners of this bag can put wet swimwear in it and keep other items sorry, other items dry. So you can put wet swimwear and still your other items will be dry. So basically it will have waterproof compartment in it, something like that. This bag will not wear out quickly. So this is the test of your vocabulary. What does if something wears out? Okay, if something or someone wears out, what does it mean? Can someone tell me? Yes, if something, if the bag it will not, sorry, it will not wear out. If something, let me do this. Like first, I will tell you this particular vocabulary. If something wears out, does it means that it will get damaged quickly? But if it will not wear out quickly means it will not be damaged quickly. So it may be paraphrased like long lasting bag, it will last you a long time, something like that may be used in the paragraph. Third, if someone is looking for environmentally friendly bag, so this bag is environmentally friendly. So maybe eco-friendly words can be used. It is good for the environment. It is made with recycled, you can say material. Something like that can be written as a paraphrase of this particular question. Fourth, people can choose from two different sizes of this bag. So it will have two different sizes, like one small, one medium or large, something like that. Fifth, this bag would suit someone who doesn't want to spend too much money. So if someone doesn't want to spend too much money, that means the bag will be, yes, cheap or at a reasonable price. Sixth, this bag has only just appeared on the market. So only just appeared means it's a new brand. Oh, sorry, it's a new bag. This bag weighs more than some other gym bags. So weighs more, it will be heavier, obviously. So I hope all the questions are clear. The differences between all the questions are clear. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the A paragraph, and then I will give you around 10 seconds to tell me whether there is any answer or answers in it or not. Let's read. This premium outdoor brand has a newly released lightweight bag in its product range. So they're saying that this is a premium outdoor brand. It's not like a regular, it's not a your regular brand. It's a premium outdoor brand, and it has a newly released lightweight bag in its product range. Constructed from the brand's special water resistant fabric, it's also great from an eco perspective as it's made from 65% recycled polyester and 35% organic cotton. So they're saying that it is constructed from a special water resistant fabric. So basically it is a water resistant bag, and it is also great from an eco perspective. Why? Because it is made from 65% recycled polyester and 35% cotton. Okay, this bag is definitely strong, and you'll be able to squeeze it into a tight space without worrying about damaging it. So this bag is quite strong, like it will not be damaged quickly or easily, you can say, and you will be able to fit it in tight spaces without worrying about damaging it. So you can squeeze it in your gym locker or wherever you want to keep your bag. Clear? Now you will have around 10 seconds to tell me if there is any answer or answers in this particular paragraph or not, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's read the options to questions together. For is there any mention about you can put there is any some like particular item sorry, you can put a wet piece of clothing in it and there still the other items will be dry? Is there anything mentioned about this? No. Now, be very careful. I know many of you might have said this because of this particular wording. Special water resistant fabric. You will say water resistant fabric items will be dry. So you will mark A as an option. No, I will tell you why this is not an answer, because its outer fabric is waterproof. But whether if you put a wet piece of clothing in it, whether other clothing or other like your other clothes will be dry or not, we don't know about that. Still, I will give you benefit of the doubt. If you have marked this as an A, don't worry, keep it marked as A option, because when we will get to this particular question or particular paragraph in which this option is given, you will come to know, yeah, this paragraph suits more for this particular question, so you will cancel out that particular answer. But I hope you will understand why A option is not the answer for question number 1. Now, second, will not wear out quickly. Is there any information regarding this? No. Again, some of you might have said this bag is definitely strong and you do not have to worry about damaging it. But will it be damaged quickly or not? Like how, what's the lifespan of this bag? We don't know about that. Maybe this bag is strong, you can squeeze it, it will not damage easily, but for how long? We don't have any information regarding this, so that we cannot mark this as an answer. Third, environmentally friendly bag. Yes, this is our answer. Let me first write it here. This is our answer A. Where it is written? Here. Eco perspective. So it is eco-friendly bag. Let me write the question number here. I hope it is self-explanatory. You will be able to understand this. Eco-friendly, great from eco perspective. Let me mark this. Great from eco perspective. So eco-friendly bag because it is made from recycled polyester and organic cotton. Clear? Let's read further. Fourth, people can choose from two different sizes. Is there anything mentioned about different sizes in his? No. Fifth, this bag would suit someone who does not want to spend too much. Is there any mention of price? No. Sixth, this bag has only just appeared on the market. Is there any mention of only now being released? Yes. Again, this is our answer. A option. Where it is written? Yes, here. Newly released lightweight. Okay, sorry about that. Newly released. So newly released basically means just appeared on the market. This is question 6. I hope you got that. Let's read the 7th one. This bag weighs more than some other. Is there anything mentioned about weight of the bag? No. So in the A paragraph, we got two answers. Question number 3 and question number 6. I hope they are clear. Let's move on to the B paragraph. Filson medium rugged twill duffel bag. Okay, this brand has a great tradition of producing simply the best quality gear. So now they're saying that this particular brand, it produces the best quality gear. So basically bags. If you are inclined to treat yourself to a bag that should last you a lifetime, this is for you. So if you want a bag that will last you a lifetime, okay, so this bag is for you. Admittedly, it's likely you will need to save up for this one, but it's well worth it. So they are saying that though you will have to save up for this one. To save up for something means you have to save money. So why you need to save money? Because this will be an expensive bag. Yes, that's why you need to save money for it. If it was cheaper, it was at a reasonable price, you will not have to save money for this, obviously. But it's well worth it. The money you will spend on it, it's worth it. Now you know the drill. You have around 10 seconds for this. The time starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's read the questions together. Question 1. Is there anything mentioned about a wet piece of clothing and other items will be dry? No. Second, is there anything mentioned about this bag will not be damaged quickly? Yes. Let's mark this first. This is B. Where it is written? Yes, yes. Here, a bag that we should last you a lifetime. So if something lasts you a lifetime, that just mean it will not be damaged quickly. I hope you got it. Now that's why here it is said this bag is definitely strong. That's why we cannot write it because we don't know how long it will last. So for the length of the time, so if someone says this will last you a lifetime, that means it will not be damaged quickly. It will last many years, maybe decades. Clear? Let's read the other questions now. Let's see. We have done this. Is there any mention about two different sizes? No. uh okay, is there anything mentioned about people do not want to spend too much, this bag is for them? No, this is the opposite, it's an expensive bag, so if you want this bag you need to save money, so it's not a cheap one, so this cannot be our answer, it's the exact opposite. Six we have done. Weighs more, is there anything mentioned about weight? Nothing like that. So only one answer is in this particular paragraph. Let's read C option, C paragraph. Deoto Trans Alpine Pro 28. This pack has got so many features, which does, however, make it on the heavier side. So they're saying that this particular package or this particular bag, it has a lot of feature, but it makes it on the heavier side. For example, the pouch at the back is expandable to put your bike helmet or trainers, towels or other sizable gear in, and side pockets are perfect for water bottles. So why? Because the pouch at the back side is expandable, you can even put your bike helmet or any other sizable gear, and in the side pockets you can put your water bottles. Clear? So your time starts now. Time's up. Let's read the questions together. Or question number 1, is there anything mentioned about wet swimwear and other items are dry? No. B, a second we have done. Third, in verify done. Fourth, two different sizes. Is there any mention of two different sizes? Nothing like that. Is there any mention about price? Again, no. Seventh, is there any mention about it? It is like it weighs more than the other gym bags. It is heavier than the other gym bags. Yes, there is. So this is our answer. C. Where it is written? Yes, it makes it on the heavier side, like in this particular sentence. In the first sentence itself, we got our answer to question number 7. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the D paragraph. Columbia Unisex Conway 251 roll top day pack. The full width zip means you can easily push stuff in. So the zip is full width. It's not like half width zip. It covers from one end to the other end. So that's why you can easily push stuff in. You don't have to like struggle to get the stuff in. There's one main compartment which also has a separate padded sleeve for a tablet plus an extra zip pocket for valuables at the top. So they're saying that it has one main compartment which has a padded sleeve. So there is some cushioning on it in this particular compartment so that you can put your tablets in it, like your uh, iMac, something like that. Okay, and it has extra zip pocket so that you can keep your valuables at the top, like your mobile phones or your money, something like that. And convenient metal rings to attach items like bike helmets if required. So it has a lot of features. Now, you know the drill. You have around 10 seconds to tell me if there is any answer or answers in it or not. And the time starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's read the questions now. Is there anything mentioned about a wet piece of clothing and other items will be kept dry even if you put wet clothing in it? No. Fourth, is there anything mentioned about two different sizes in this bag? Nothing like that. There is mention about different compartments but not different sizes. Any mention about money? Again, no. So we don't have any answer in D paragraph. So let's read the E paragraph. So how many questions are left? One, two, three. Three questions are left and two paragraphs are left. So just means in one paragraph we may have two answers and in one we may have one answer, or in one paragraph we may have three answers and in one we may have zero. Let's see. This top of the range bag has a very generous 50-liter storage capacity. So top of the range bag, what does this mean? Yes, expensive bag obviously. It has 50-liter capacity. So the storage of the bag is 50 liter. If that's too much for you, there's always the trimmer 31-liter equivalent which retails a liter cheaper. So if you think it's a big bag for you, you don't need that much space, you can always buy 31-liter equivalent bag. So basically the other features will be the same, just the capacity will be like less. There's an internal pocket to separate some gear out and an extra small external zip pocket on one of the ends. So there is internal pockets to separate some gear out. So if you want to put different gears in different pockets, there's like different compartments for that, like there's different zips for that, and that they also have one external zip pocket on one of the ends. Okay, you know the drill. The time starts now. Okay, the time's up. Let's read the first questions together. First one. Is there anything mentioned about keeping wet piece of clothing and other items dry? Nope. Is there any mention about two different sizes of this bag? Yes, there is. This is our answer. E paragraph. Where it is written? Yes, here. First there is 50-liter capacity and then there is 31-liter capacity. Let me do this. I hope you got the answer. And fifth, does not want to spend too much money. Is there any mention about that? Yes, but it's exact opposite. It's top of the range bag, so it is expensive, not cheap. So this cannot be our answer. So this just means that in F paragraph we should have two answers, first and fifth. So if in exam I'll say you can mark these answers if you are 100% sure of yourself, like you do not want to waste time, but it's better to read it every time because who knows, we may have made some mistake, and it's better to be safe than sorry. A simple yet effective and stylish bag. So it is the information is saying that this bag is simple yet it is effective and stylish as well. At 24 liters, it's neat in size and a separate smaller waterproof compartment at one of the ends is ideal for putting damp gear in so that everything else is unaffected by it. So they have a separate waterproof compartment so you can put your damp gear. So what does damp gear means? Yes, wet gear, your wet piece of clothing, so that everything else is unaffected. It doesn't affect anything else. It also comes with the removable strap so you can wear it over one shoulder. It's a decent option for an everyday gym bag that won't break the bank. So that won't break the bank just means it's an idiom. I believe you should know this particular idiom. Yeah, if something breaks your bank, it's expensive. If something doesn't break your bank, it's not expensive. Clear? So you have around 10 seconds. Tell me, although I have told you both the answers, but still I'm going to give you 10 seconds to tell me where are the answers, and time starts now. Okay, time's up. So first answer, put the wet swimwear so that keep other items dry. Where it is written, let me first write it here. F and F. Okay, where it is written? Yes, here in the second sentence itself. So waterproof compartment so that everything else remain unaffected by it. And where it is written too much money, you do not spend too much money, you won't have to break the bank. So let me complete this. No, sorry about that. It was question 5. I hope it is clear. So we have done all these first 7 questions. Now we have to do the remaining 8 to 14. And for that, let's go to that particular paragraph and the questions for to that paragraph. So now if you look at this, here it is written. Let me change the color for this one. Just give me 1 second, guys. Let me change the color for this one. Yeah. So here if you read it, questions 8 to 14, and on the right hand side you can say questions 8 to 14. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the title of the passage and then go to the questions and look at the type of the questions. Why not try coasteering in North Devon? So what does this title implies? Anybody knows it? Okay, so coasteering means like the sport of basically a sport in which you climb the rocky part of the coast and you swim by jumping off a cliff. So you might have seen people trying to climb a rocky mountain, like by the seaside. They try to climb the mountain and jump from that. That particular activity is called coasteering. Clear? So if you don't know about this activity, you can Google it afterward. But if you even don't know the activity, they are not checking your GK, your IQ. They're just checking your level of English. So you will get to know what about coasteering in the paragraph. If they don't mention it, you don't have to worry about that. Questions will not test your knowledge. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go straight to the questions and look at the type of the question. So these questions are of true, false, and not given. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna read the first question, try to find the answer, and then move on to the second question. Why? Because these questions are almost always in order. What I mean by that is you will find the answer to question number 8 before 9, 9 before 10, 10 before 11, and so on. It's very rare that you there is any deviation in this particular order, and if there is, it will be only of like maybe one, rarely, or you can say rare of the sorry, rare of the rare cases, it may be 2 questions, but I don't think I have seen like 2 questions out of order. Usually it's one if there is, but 99.99% of the time these questions are almost always in order, so you don't have to worry about them. I hope it is clear. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to read the 8th question and then we're going to start reading the paragraph. Okay, 8th question. The coasteering center guarantees participants will see animals in the sea during their session. So this particular center where you are doing this particular activity, that center guarantees. So they are saying that it will happen always. Okay, that participants, basically I'm gonna refer it as you will see animals in the sea during your session. Like when you go there for your session, you will see animals in the sea, maybe dolphins or whatever kind of sea animals are there. You will see animals. It's not like you may see or you may not see. So when the answer will be true, yes, when in the paragraph they say, or in the paragraph it is written that you will see animals no matter what, something like that. I am not saying this will be the exact wording. It will mean something like that. You will see animals always. Okay. When it will be false, when they do not guarantee like you will see animals, they say they will try their best, maybe, or you may see if you are lucky, or you may not see. And when it is not given, when there is no mention whether you will be able to see animals there or not, then we will say we don't have any information regarding that. Clear? So let's read the questions now. Oh, sorry, let's read the paragraph. Coasteering is an adventure sport which involves coastal exploration. So here they have already cleared what is coasteering. It's an adventure sport and it involves coastal exploration. When you try coasteering from our center, you go along the local coast staying at sea level. You do this by, for example, running over rough ground, climbing rocks, swimming, and jumping off cliffs into the sea. So, as I told you, you have to jump from the mountains that you climb. This is coasteering. In this way, you can explore the impact zone, which is the area where the sea and land meet, and you will get an entirely new view of the coast. So you can explore the impact zone. And what is impact zone? It is the area where sea and land meet. So if you do this, you will get the new view of the coast. And on some days, you may even be able to observe a variety of marine wildlife. So now they're saying that there's something about marine wildlife and animals in the sea. Are they one and the same thing? Yes. So that just means this is our location. Now I will give you around 10 seconds to tell me whether the answer to this particular question is true, false, or not given. And the time starts now. Okay, time's up. What is the answer? Is it true, false, or not given? Yes, the answer is false. I hope you arrived at the correct answer, but if not, don't worry. I'm gonna explain it to you why it is false. So here they're saying they like coastering center, that particular center guarantees that you will see animals in the sea during your session. So there is like no way you will not see animals. You will see animals all the time, every time you will go to your session. Clear? What does the question mean? But in the paragraph they say on some days you may be even able to observe. So you may or you may not on some days, like there is no guarantee. They're saying it there is a possibility, but we do not guarantee anything. So in the question they are saying guarantee, but in the paragraph they are saying there is no guarantee, there is only possibility. So what should be the answer? False. Let's read the ninth question now. Participants need to walk from the center in Croyd to the start of their coasteering session. So they're saying that participants, basically you need to walk from the center in this particular place to the start of your coasteering session. So if you want to start your session, the place where your session begins, you have to walk to that particular place from your center. If that is the case, the answer will be true. But if that is not the case, maybe there is some mode of transport available. Maybe you can go there by car or by bicycle or by air or any other way of transport apart from walking, then answer will be false. And when it will be not given, when there is no mention of, okay, so this is walk, when there is no mention of the mode of transport or how you will get there, whether you will go there on foot or with the help of a car, bike, whatever the other mode of transport is. If there is no mention of the mode of transport, our answer will be not given. Let's read the paragraph now. Our center is located in the center of the village of Croyd in the southwest of England, which has some very beautiful coastal scenery. So there is our location. From our center, you are transported to the coasteering location on Baggy Point. Now they're talking about the transportation. So this is our location. Now you will have around 10 seconds. Tell me the answer to this particular question, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up. So what will be the answer? True, false, or not given? Yes, the answer will be false. If you're not able to arrive at this particular answer, don't worry. I'm going to explain it to you why this is false. Now, they're saying that you need to walk. So, you need to walk basically means there is no other option than walking. But here they're saying that you are transported to the location. So, you are transported means you will be uh, you will be transported to that particular location. Sorry about that. So they're saying that you will be sent to that particular location. Okay, so basically how you will be sent, by car or by some other mode of transport, but you do not need to walk. They will arrange the transport for you. I hope it is clear. Let's look at 10th question now. Refreshments in the cafe are included in the fee for the course. So they're saying that there should be a particular cafe, and the refreshments available in the cafe, these are included in the fee of the course. So if the refreshments are included in the fee of the course, the answer will be true. But if you have to pay separately for that, the answer will be false. And if we don't know whether refreshments are included or not in the fee, with the answer will be not given. Let's read the information now. Once you have complete sorry about that. Once you have completed your coasteering experience, we will return you to our center. So they're saying that after your session, they will transport you back to the center, which has changing facilities and warm showers. So these are the facilities available there, and you can also get a drink or snack in the cafe. So here is something about cafe and what you can do there and you cannot do there. So obviously this is our location. Now you will have around 10 seconds. The time starts now. Okay, time's up. The answer to this question is yes, true, false, or not given. Not given. Don't worry if you were not able to identify the correct answer, if you were not able to reach at this particular answer. I will tell you why it is not true or false, why it is not given. Now, understand very carefully. Here they're saying the refreshments, they the meals are included in the fee. Here they're saying that you can get a drink or snack in the cafe, but whether you have to pay for that or it is already paid, we don't know about that. If I say you can get you can get whatever you want when we get there. Now, does this mean I will pay for that particular thing or you have to pay for that particular thing? You are not clear. Okay, so if you are going together, and if I just say to you, you can get whatever you want when you get there, so it doesn't mean I will pay, and it doesn't specify you will pay. Maybe I will pay, maybe you have to pay. We don't know about who is paying at that particular point. So that's why the answer will be not given. I hope it is clear. Let's read the 11th question now. The thrill seeker route is the most popular one. So now they're talking about this particular route, and they say that this route is the most popular one. If that is the case, the answer will be true. But if some other route is more popular than the thrill seeker route, then the answer will be false. And if we don't know which one is the most popular, thrill seeker is the most popular or not, if we have no information on that, the answer will be not given. Let's read the information now. Your coasteering guide will check the tide and conditions at sea before your trip. Checks on your safety equipment to make sure it fits effectively are important too. So they're talking about equipment. We don't have any information about thrill seeker route till now. We will continue reading. If your guide feels that the risks are too high, then your trip will be rescheduled. It should be noted that the minimum age is 8 years old. We don't have any information about thrill seeker route. We'll continue reading. We have a range of experiences for participants to try, such as the family coasteering route, which includes a variety of exciting things to look at. Still, there is no mention of thrill seeker route, but we have coasteering route. Let's read some more. If we don't find any information about thrill seeker route, we will read the 12th question. Maybe this is not given. Then there is the adventurer challenge and the more challenging thrill seeker. Okay, here we have the information. Thrill seeker route. Coastal adventurers can be arranged. Okay, that's something else. Now we have this particular information. This is our location. You will have around 10 seconds for this, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up. The answer to this is, sorry about that. Yes, not given. I hope you arrived at the correct answer. If not, don't worry, I'm going to explain it to you now. Now, here they are saying it is the most popular route. Yeah, they're saying that it is more challenging than like other routes. Okay, like adventurer challenge or there's something else. Than the coastering route, it is more challenging. But is it the most popular one? We don't know about that. There is difference between most challenging route and most popular route. So we don't know whether it is most popular one or not. It is difficult. Obviously, it is more difficult than others. But whether it is more popular than others, we don't know about that. There is nothing about popularity in this particular context. So that's why the answer will be not given. Let's read the 12th question now. Participants need to pay extra to hire the necessary items of safety equipment. So they're saying that you need to pay extra to hire the safety equipment. So if you want some safety equipment that is used in this particular activity, you need to pay extra for that. If that is the case, the answer will be true. But if you do not have to pay extra, maybe it is included in the fee, you okay, or in the course it is free with the course or with the fee, then the answer will be false. But again, if we don't know whether we have to pay extra for this particular safety equipment or not, the answer will be not given. Let's read the information now. Coastal adventures can be arranged as a part of a group or in a private session. The choice is entirely yours. Sessions are £40 per person, which covers the use of wetsuits, helmets, and buoyancy aid to help you float in the sea. Now, do you think we have our location here or not? Towels can be hired for a small fee. Do you think we have our information here or not? Location? Yes, we have. Now, let me read a bit further. First, you will need to bring a pair of shorts to wear over your wetsuits to protect it when you slide over the rock, and a pair of trainers to help you grip on the slippery surface. Okay, so yes, there is mention about different kind of equipment here. So we have our location. I'm not gonna mark it just yet, so I'm just gonna tell you our location is somewhere here. Now you will have around 10 seconds to tell me whether the answer to this particular question should be true, false or not given, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up, and the answer to this question is, drum roll please, false. I hope you arrived at the correct answer. Why it is false? Let me first mark. Sorry about that. Let me first mark the location here. So they're saying that sessions are 40 pounds per person, which covers, that means which includes the use of wetsuits, helmets, and aid to help you float in the sea. So buoyancy aid means that equipment that will keep you afloat. I hope it is clear. Now, there is some distractor words here, like towels can be hired for a small fee. Some students might read this and say, yeah, you have to pay extra, but ask yourself, are towels safety equipment, part of safety equipment, or necessary items of safety equipment? No, I don't think so. Obviously not. Clear. Helmets, wetsuits, and other aids that keep you float in the sea, these are your safety equipment, not towels. Okay, they will help you to keep to dry yourself. Okay, but they are not safety equipment per se. Clear? Let's read the 13th question now. The center recommends participants put on a particular type of footwear. Now, if this particular center, it recommends or suggests that you should put on a particular type of footwear, the answer should be yes. But if there is no recommendation that you can put you can put on any kind of footwear, there is no particular type of footwear recommended, even a slippers, or maybe you can come barefoot, there is no recommendation on footwear, then answer will be no, sorry, false. And if we don't have any information regarding this, whether what kind of footwear you should wear or you should not wear, the answer will be not given. So we have, I believe, read something about footwear. Let's read again. You will need to bring a pair of shorts to wear over wet, and when you slide up the road, a pair of trainers to help you. Yeah. So here it is written, a pair of trainers. So what does a pair of trainers means? Yeah, boots, footwear. So this is our location for this, and you will have around 10 seconds to tell me the answer. The time starts now. Okay, time's up. The answer to this question will be yes, true. I hope you got the correct answer. You arrived at the correct answer. Why it is true? If you're not able to find out that, don't worry. I'm gonna explain it. If you marked it as false or not given. Now, read very carefully, understand very carefully how it has been paraphrased. So they're saying that they recommend you to put on a particular type of footwear. So the footwear should be of a particular type. Now they're saying that you should, like, wear a pair of trainers that will help you grip on slippery surfaces. So that is the particular type of footwear that you should wear. It should not slip on the slippery surface. You should wear a pair of trainers that can help you to get a grip on the slippery surfaces as well. I hope you got the point. Moving on to the last question. It is possible to combine coasteering with learning another sport. So if you're able to, if it is possible, if you're able to combine this particular activity with any other sport, then the answer will be true. But if it is not possible, because it is completely a separate activity, it is not possible to combine with any other activity, then the answer will be false. And if we don't know whether we can combine it with that activity or not, the answer will be not given. Clear? Let's read the information. That last, yeah, this is the last paragraph or last sentence of this paragraph. So our answer should be here. Whether it is true, false, or not given doesn't matter. If you are interested in surfing, you can add lessons to your coasteering sessions at our center in Croyd. So here they are talking about this particular sentence. Sorry about that. Now you have around 10 seconds for this to tell me whether the answer to this question is true, false, or not given, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up, and the answer to this question is true. I hope you arrived at the correct answer. If not, don't worry, I'm going to explain it to you now. So here they're saying that it is possible that you can combine coasteering with another activity. So they're saying that if you want to learn surfing, it's another activity. You can add lessons. So if you are adding lessons, you are combining these activities. That's why the answer to this is true. Okay, we have done all these questions. I hope this video is clear. So if there is any question that is not clear to you, you should re-watch that part of the video again and again until it becomes clear. And if it's still not clear to you, you can ask us in the comment section. We will be happy to reply to you. So this is how you should attempt your reading. uh, you will be able to find your answers correctly without fail every time, and it will help you to score your desired band scores, whether they are 7, 8, or 9. Clear? So with this I just want to tell you something more. If you're struggling in like writing and or speaking, you're not able to get a band 7 or more in your writing and or speaking, and you don't know why, you can enroll in our video course in which we have thoroughly explained everything, and it will definitely help you like it has helped numerous students, okay, to get a band 7 or more in their reading and or writing. So with this we come to the end of this particular video. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.